was a bootleg. Then he comes right back with another bootleg.
Let's get off this game and let's get to the last game of the playoffs, the divisional round. Kansas City and Buffalo all lined up for the Buffalo Bills. Finally, you're at home. Finally, you get Kansas City without the firepower. Finally, you get the cold and the freezing Buffalo temperatures, and you come off an easy victory against Pittsburgh. And Kansas City, Kelsey's dropping everything. They can't protect Mahomes. The defense is the best they've had probably since Mahomes, but you can handle that. You're the fucking Buffalo. You got Josh Allen with the fucking big swinging dick. Buffalo should have lost this game, Scotty, by I'd say 10 or 13. I mean, minimum. The way that this game went, they ended up losing by the field goal. Everyone blames Tyler Bass. I'm going to get into why
Buffalo should have won this game by 10 or 14, but
I don't know.
They let it slip by the third quarter. They dominated the whole first half.
No, they did. They did. But I'll tell you, when you let Mahomes hang out, you let him hang around.
He is.
You know,
wait. I got a question, and I'm not going to wait till the end because I got to ask it.
Okay.
If Mahomes gets it done this year,
yep.
And honestly, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Yep.
Even though I would if he went, I would bet Baltimore. I would bet Niners. I think he probably beats Detroit. Sorry,
yes.
Detroit.
Yes.
So I would bet the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. But I also wouldn't be like flabbergasted if he beat either team because he's that good.
I agree.
If he does, though, somehow, some way.
Yep.
Are you afraid this motherfucker can catch Brady? He'll be 3 Super Bowls at the same age that Tom Brady went, with 2 more MVPs than Tom Brady had.
Yeah.
And literally, I think it's more wins. It's like more almost everything than Tom Brady had at this age. And here's the thing that people don't realize. All the Tom Brady lovers, and I respect Tom Brady. I don't like the motherfucker.
Oh, boy.
From 2005, I think it was, to 2015. For those who are not great at math, that's 10 years. The New England Patriots won 0 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I know.
0. People don't remember that.
Yeah.
And then the next Super Bowl, Super Bowl they won, Brock. Next Super Bowl they won was the Seattle one. They should have won that one.
Yeah.
The one after that was the Atlanta one, I think, or maybe it was Philly and then Atlanta. But either way, they literally could have been done easily. Yeah. And even if okay, you say they could have been, they weren't. They won those games.
Yep.
Either way, if
and then they beat the Rams.
Either way, though, even if Mahomes wins this year, he's got a 10-year window to get a leg up on Brady.
All right. Well, here's why I say no, and I'm going to ask you a question. What did Tom Brady have for at least 6 of the championships?
Giselle?
I don't. Oh man, if he had Giselle earlier, I don't think he would have had 6.
Kids that he didn't take care of. I don't know.
I'm looking down at my
balls. Did he have balls?
My minuscule ones right here, but he had big balls. He had big balls for 6 of the fucking rings. He had big balls for what? 19 years? I mean, so the reason why I say no,
big balls is Belichick for those who don't know.
Yeah, yes. Big balls belly, you're gonna fucking get used to it around here. Okay, that's his nickname. He had Belichick for all of that, right? So
yeah,
I don't think Mahomes is gonna have Andy Reid. And I think
think he's gonna have Andy Reid for at least another 3 to 5 years.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you right now, this may be a hot take. I think if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, Andy Reid's retiring.
I think
this is it. I think this is it.
No fucking way.
You know, I personally will
how old is Andy Reid? I'm gonna look this up right now.
Yeah, look it up. He's late 60s, maybe if not 70. I really think you're gonna see him retire if they win a championship. And then there goes Mahomes, in my opinion.
65. No fucking way.
65. But he looks 70. I mean, Belichick looks younger than he is, and Belichick's 70.
Dude,
So
what is Andy Reid gonna do when he retires?
I know, but he doesn't.
I don't mean to be an asshole, but he doesn't.
I'm with
I mean,
you.
his kids are all fucked up. He's got one kid
He'd be great on TV. He'd be great on TV. Reid would be fantastic on TV. He's doing those commercials now, which he's great at.
There's no way. Reid's got nothing else to do.
They're not gonna stick around. And then if you want to really fucking throw the icing on the cake, if you got let's just say Andy Reid stays for 3 fucking years, he doesn't have Travis Kelce. Okay,
no,
so
I think Kelsey's got 2 to 3 in him too.
I don't think so. I think this is the year, Scotty, that I think this could be their swan song if they can do it, because I can see Kelce retiring at the same time.
I was just talking about this with my pops. I don't think so. So the reason why I don't think both Kelce retire the same year is because I don't think they want to steal the thunder away from each other. You think Travis Kelce wants to share the spotlight? And I don't mean that in a way like they're both jealous of each other. I mean, like, I think they love each other to the fact where Travis is going to be like, I want Jason to have his moment. And Jason will be like, I want Travis to have his moment.
It could be, I don't want to play without him. It could be, I don't want to have something that he don't, And that's
that's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Look at yesterday. Jason Kelce couldn't stay out of the spotlight. He had to go to the fucking game, take his fucking shirt off, and be the absolute, like, look at
trash.
Me, the star of the show.
He's
right?
drunk.
So it's they're all like that. They got the podcast. They're all getting ready to be famous. Blah 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 blah. I think they're setting it up because they know the time is near. And if Mahomes don't have Kelce, and God forbid Mahomes don't have fucking Andy Reid, it's over. It is over. I'm telling you, I love Mahomes.
I don't know. I think he can still get it done.
Special talent. I just think that he is such a, and again, we'll get into a prove me wrong segment at some point over the next couple shows. But he'd have to prove me wrong. Go prove me wrong, Mahomes, and win a championship without Reid, Kelce, or even both of them. I just don't see it. I think he's a product of that system, and I think he's fantastic. He's the most fantastic quarterback that could ever play in that system. But if you take him out of that system with that prolific tight end out of there, I don't know. So no, I'll take Tom Brady and his 7 rings for a long time. And
I hate that take. I hate that take on people. I hear people on the radio and stuff say that all the time. Oh, they're in the system. Tom Brady was the system. All blah, blah, system. Bro. We all agree. Mm-hmm. Peyton Manning's a smart guy, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
he went to
Aaron. We're talking about football. Aaron Rodgers is a smart guy. Tom Brady's a smart guy.
Okay.
You think Patrick Mahomes is a smart guy? Seems to be, football-wise.
Seems to be, yeah.
So take Patrick Mahomes out of it because he hasn't had to do it yet.
Yep.
Do you know what Peyton, Tom, and Rodgers have done when they went somewhere else?
They won a
They
chip.
took the fucking system with them. Our system is Aaron Rodgers' system. Peyton Manning took his system to Denver. Tampa Bay, first half of the season, they're dog shit. Second half, Tom Brady says, we're doing what I did.
Are we sure?
You're telling me Mahomes can't do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, are we sure that losing Eric Bieniemy wasn't such a big deal? Are we sure that he can transfer all of those stats?
They just beat the Bills
with
pretty
literally
convincingly.
six or 7 starters out. I mean, and a field goal kicker who doesn't get on the right hash. I'm with you. I think again that'll be in a prove me wrong segment later on down the road if we figure out that either Andy Reid or Travis Kelce or even fucking both of them aren't on the team anymore. He'd have to.
I think Travis retires before Andy Reid. I'm just going to say that right now.
Okay. But let me just get back to real quick the way Buffalo lost this game. Okay. It's easy to blame the kicker, and I get it. If he makes his field goal, they go to overtime. Bada boop, bada beep. We don't know what the rest of the game looks like. I'm blaming this on coaching right now. I'm going to tell you what. So
coaching.
If you've watched Buffalo Bills games over the course of Tyler Bass's career, okay, Where does he kick extra points from?
You know
Right,
what?
right.
You know what, Rock? I hate to say this, but I haven't really studied Tyler fucking Bass's career and where he
Okay.
takes kicks.
You know, I understand you're too busy, looking at the anytime touchdown odds for the next guy. I get it. Here's what's going on. When Tyler Bass and the Buffalo Bills kick extra points, Tyler Bass doesn't line up on the right hash. He doesn't line up in the fucking middle. They put the ball on the left hash. You know why? Because the guy's got a fucking fade for a leg. He goes left to right. Okay. That's his preferred way of kicking. To the point where an earlier game, a couple weeks ago, I forget who it was. Maybe it was I'm trying to think. They were at home and they were ready to kick the game winner at the end of the game. And what they did was they did the little kneel play, but they had Josh Allen move over to the left side to put it on the left hash. Okay. And boom, Bass hits and they win the game. Let me go back to second down in that last drive. That's the play everyone's talking about where Josh Allen misses the touchdown pass to Shakir that looked identical to the throw he throws to Gabe Davis over the middle when they almost beat Kansas City 2 years ago in Arrowhead, right? Boom. Same right down the fucking middle in the middle of three guys, and he put it right there. This time, Deion Dawkins gets blown up all the way back into Josh Allen. He can't get anything on it, which I'm shocked because Allen should have enough arm strength to get it there. He fucking sinks it right into the dirt, right? So now you got third down. What's the play call on third down? No, not a let's load up the left side with Diggs and all of our other guys to maybe get either a first down or to get yardage to kick our fucking tying field goal on the left hash. What's the play call? They load the right side of the field, and Josh Allen rolls to the right and throws the ball out of bounds. 3rd and 9. Now,
Well, I think he threw it in the end zone. They just didn't catch it.
Where in those two plays?
I mean, I get you. The play calling was bad. But let me ask you this: the plays before that. So Dr. Tomas Palazzo, we're all asking me about
1 yard.
We're all asking me who my top 5 are, and I said, Josh Allen. I didn't have him in my top 5 last year. I really didn't. I think now he's officially like my number 4, maybe my number 3. But realistically, the reason why I didn't have him top 5 last year, the reason why he's still not number 1 or number 2, or even, possibly not even 3, is because Josh Allen does bonehead shit all the time. And I've been noticing it as a Jet fan my entire Josh Allen watching career here. What has it been, 6-7 years here?
Yeah.
He's been playing?
Yep.
His entire career I've been watching. He always makes dumbass fucking plays. Now, the game should have been over if Joe Douglas doesn't, ship Mecole Hardman off to the fucking Kansas City. Oh, God.
I'm looking at this game, and I'm like, you got on one hand, fucking Buffalo's got Ty Johnson, who's absolutely killing it, right? He's doing everything that the Bills want when James Cook's off the field, and the Jets, of course, couldn't do anything with him. And then, but on the other end, you got the Jets who bring in Mecole Hardman for $5 million.
I thought it was going to be great.
Don't even suit him up.
Send him back to Kansas City. I sent him back. Dude,
he can't even have his old number because Richie James has got 17.
I was so upset. I was so upset about it. And I remember being like, oh, Kansas City's going to turn this guy into a Hall of Famer probably. This guy gets 2 carries yesterday. Both of them were fumbles. Unreal.
Fumbles, right?
One of them ends up back in the hands of Buffalo from a fumbling out of the end zone.
Which we're going to get into that. I think the rule's okay. Everyone.
I hate the rule, but it doesn't matter. It is the rule.
We're going to go.
Anyway, it goes. It should have been over there, but they get a chance. And then what does Josh Allen do with that second chance? You get a second chance at life. You get a second chance. Second chance at glory. You fumble the fucking ball, dude. That ball should have. It literally fumbles the ball. It should have been Kansas City. The fat bastard that jumped on it squirts out. Squirts out of his ass, and then it falls right back into Buffalo's hands.
I know. It did.
And then everyone's like, well, Diggs caught it. Well, I guess it would have been a closer field goal, so I guess I can say, yeah, but it wasn't too far off of where they got the ball anyway. So then there's 2 minutes, minute and a half or whatever on the clock. I think it's 2 minutes on the clock. First down. All right, you take a shot. I appreciate it. No problem. You don't get it. The next step, and maybe this is coaching, but I'm still going to go fucking Josh Allen on this. The next 2 plays, you got to think, yes, I want a touchdown, but I also got to give the ball to my stars or to somebody on my team so that they can maybe make a play, because we got to get this clock going. Because if we don't get a touchdown here, we not only got to get a field goal, we cannot give Mahomes more than 30 seconds on this fucking clock.
And that's the coaching. You know, is
it because the coaching called a play where Diggs and some other jerk off are wide open underneath, and this jerk off's looking downfield.
He missed Diggs. That was second down, right? So they get a yard on first down, and which is now you're on the right hash, right? So you're on the right hash.
Third down, there was an underneath as well inside.
So it was an in route. Second down, yeah. So the in route on the left side, right? But he was already rolling right. But again, I think that was the play call, was to look right as your first read, right? The second one, he was going for a touchdown. Second down, he's going for a touchdown. I get that.
Why?
But second down is second down, he was going for the end zone. That's fine. Third down, he had the
second and third. You should have went for fucking.
He should have looked third down. Yards. They should have had something where go to the left side of the field automatically. But they didn't. So now you got Tyler Bass, who hates the fucking right hash because he does not know how to.
Bro, 44-yard field goal is not like a gimme.
I know, but you're talking in that weather with a little bit of a swirling wind.
With a minute 36 on the clock
already. And everyone's saying, oh my God, that's the thing. That's why you can't blame the kicker either, because even if he kicks the field goal, you still probably lose, right? So. But it's all coaching.
Well, no, right? It would have went to overtime, and I'll tell you why it would have went to overtime, because they would have played conservative, because they would have said, okay, we can't turn the ball over. Let's run, and little short dunk passes. They would have played for the field goal. You think Mahomes and Andy Reid were scared to go to overtime with Josh Allen? Which, by the way, Josh Allen, you dumb shit. They changed the offense. They changed the overtime rules for you, so you should have been like, let's go to the overtime. It's in our favor now.
Yeah. It was terrible. I mean, honestly, not having that ball on the left hash was the big thing. At least they tied.
I would have ran some clock out. You should have dumped it.
I'm with you. I'm with you. The fact that they don't.
I would have rather Josh Allen. I would have rather Josh Allen ran the ball on third down.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yes, exactly. You put the ball in your guy's hands. Run him to the left. Run him to the fucking left hash.
You would have got. He probably would have got first down, but if he didn't, he would have got 4. He would have got 4 or 5 yards, and it would have been a 39-yard field goal instead of a 44 on the hash he likes.
Yeah. Yes.
And then one last
coaching.
One last. I don't know if it is. That sounds like
fake
Josh
punt
Allen.
was terrible. Fuck.
Well, I was just gonna say my last other thing was the fake punt. I heard. Did you hear what they said afterwards?
They wanted to catch him by surprise or whatever.
No. The coach didn't call it.
They called it on the field.
How the fuck do you give them power to do that in a playoff game?
Yeah, no. You either punt that thing or you go for it. You either put Josh Allen on the field.
Exactly. Damar Hamlin, and then this poor bastard almost died because a guy hit him when he was making the hit, and then you give him the ball to be a target out there. This poor son of a bitch. I thought his heart was gonna stop just catching the ball. I was scared shitless for the guy. God. I was like, please, not Damar.
Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, brutal call, and but amazingly, 2 plays later, Hardman gives it right back to him. But here's a question for you, Scotty. At the end of this game, what's Buffalo's plan now with the loss to Mahomes at home to KC? What do you think they do? What do you think they do? Do you think they run it back like Dallas, or do you think there's going to be some changes?
I've been saying for 2, maybe 3 weeks now that I think they fire McDermott. But a lot of insiders are saying that's not going to happen. I think they should fire McDermott. And I hate saying this because my team sucks and somehow we keep our coach, and I wanted him gone, but somehow we keep our coach. But I don't know why I'm calling for all these coaches to be fired when they're winning. But I think something needs to be said about when you're winning and you can't get over certain humps. Now, I know the grass is not always greener. I get that. I get that. I understand that. And I don't think Schottenheimer should have been fired. But to be consistent, I guess he should have been.
Well, if you remember back then, it was they fired him after 14-2. They lost in the divisional round, their first game in the playoffs, right?
But yeah, I get it, and
North Turner.
I
They
was
get North
shocked.
Turner. They go to a
Go ahead.
championship game. They get North Turner.
I guess
and then they
I
got
guess
the
you're right. I guess you're right because I was shocked they fired Marty at that time, but that team was one of the best teams in the league for like 4 years in a
Absolutely.
row,
But it
and
was
they couldn't win a playoff game.
There was something there, and you get another coach, and they go to a championship game finally. So, I think there is.
I think for me though, the McDermott thing, it's like the 9/11 thing. Like, bro, you're nuts. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
There's two sides of McDermott, right? You got the one side there, he coached the shit out of this fucking team with all these injuries, the fact that they really didn't have any big pieces on offense, and they didn't get, and you got to remember half the season they were fucking coordinated by Ken Dorsey. Right?
You know what? He coached that team as well as the terrorists took over that plane in Newark, and he did a hell of a job.
I don't know what the fuck he was thinking with that. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Probably one of the worst analogies.
The worst
I've ever heard in my life.
The Holocaust. Like, what are you doing?
Ever in my life.
Fuck. What are you doing? But
you think Hitler? You think he gave up after his first million Jews?
That we're fucking 6-7 and we're not gonna we're like a long shot to make the playoffs. Do you really think that that's how the Nazi regime felt when they felt like Hitler couldn't do it? And we like, huh?
Napoleon didn't stop after he raped and pillaged his first 100,000 people. You killing me? You kidding me?
11, my God. So you got that good side of it. The bad side is this guy can't beat Kansas City, and he can't do it with, like we kept talking about these past couple of years. You got a window. You got a window that you have to fucking.
I don't want to go into it today because this is probably a whole nother long conversation. But we got to talk about what the Bills are going to do. Yeah, and I'm just going to tell you this. I took a peek at it before we got on here. They're going to be $43 million under the cap. They're fucked. Like, the only way for them to get some cap room.
You mean 43 million over the cap?
Yeah, sorry, over the cap. Sorry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. $43 million over the cap. The only way for them to get some cap room is going to be restructure Josh Allen, cut loose Von Miller, who's going through legal trouble. They're probably gonna do that anyway. He might do him a favor and retire. And the other thing is, which Bills fans are gonna hate, cut loose Diggs. You got to trade Diggs. You got to trade Diggs, cut loose your veteran pass rusher, restructure your quarterback, and then probably get rid of a bunch of special teamers. That's not going to help your team. And then I like just a quick analysis on it. It was like only like 20 million open, like available. Like, what are you going to get with that?
Yeah, we'll see. They're going to have to draft their balls off. But I'll tell you, I would make a move. I would make a move for sure. And
you got to get Diggs out of there. He's a piece of shit.
And honestly, man,
no offense, Diggs, but you are.
If I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna make a splash. This is it. I mean, I think if you go get big balls.
So I lost my train of thought, but I was going to say is about 3-4 weeks ago we've been talking about it. I said my biggest fear is McDermott gets fired and Bill goes to Buffalo because I think that's his best fit.
Yeah,
and I know now Rex Ryan's saying it and a bunch of people are saying it, but
we've been saying it before.
We've been saying it.
Yeah,
and I just hope we don't speak it into existence. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'll tell you that's why maybe. Big Balls has been waiting on Atlanta because I think he was waiting on potentially Dallas. And now if Buffalo or even Philly opens up, and I don't think Philly's opening up either.
I hope to God he goes to Atlanta.
He's got some options, right? But we're going to see.